everyone, and welcome to the Tonight Show with Ariana Satude. I'm Ariana Satude. Today we have a pretty low-key night planned for you. We have a small game show that's going to happen, and we're going to do a little test between who's smarter, a sophomore in college or a fifth grader. The question everyone's been pondering. So, to introduce our guests for the evening, we have Jane, the sophomore in college, and June, the fifth grader. Please give them a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. June, please come on out here, our sophomore in college. Thank you.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you.
You too.
And now we have Jane, our fifth grader. Hello, hello. How are you?
Great.
Take a seat, guys. Take a seat. And now for the topic of the evening. Can I please have a drum roll? Whoa! Our topic is the nervous system. So, back in the day, I did learn a little something about the nervous system. I learned that there's two main branches. You got the central nervous system, which is your brain and spinal cord, and it kind of looks like a lollipop. And then you've got your peripheral nervous system, and it consists of afferent and efferent signals. Afferent is going towards the central nervous system, which is the sensory, and efferent is going away from the central nervous system, which is the motor neurons. And that's about it. But I have constructed a few questions that I'm going to ask these two lovely ladies, and we're going to see who knows more about the nervous system. Okay, everyone. Question number one. What is an action potential?
Ding, ding.
Okay, Jane, go ahead. Okay, June, go ahead.
Okay, so an action potential is when
blanked out.
a neuron gets excited and electrical signals are propagated down the nerve, and then one threshold is reached, which is at negative 55 millivolts. Sodium channels open, and then sodium flows into the membrane. And then at 0 millivolts, sodium channels close and potassium channels open, and this repolarizes the membrane, and it goes back down into a refractory period.
Wow, that was awesome. Good job. 1 point for June, everybody. Okay, question number two. What is synaptic transmission?
Ding, ding, ding! I know this one, I promise.
Okay, go ahead, Jane.
Okay, so...
Are you okay? Do you need her to answer it again?
No, I know this one, I promise. Okay, so what happens is, in a synaptic knob, there will be a signal received to that synaptic knob, which means that a calcium channel will open, so that calcium can flow into the synapse.
Wow, good job, Jane.
But wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
After the calcium comes in, it signals acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter, to be released into the space in between the presynaptic and postsynaptic neuron. Once the acetylcholine is in that space, it binds to a receptor on the postsynaptic membrane, which causes the sodium channel to open, which then starts polarizing the cell, because as June said, sodium will enter the cell, polarizing it, and calcium will flow out of it. So then the whole sequence that she explained will continue.
Wow, good job, Jane. Okay, guys, we have one more question. No, it's not really a question. Can someone just explain what a reflex is?
Ding!
Oh, shoot.
Okay, good job.
Alright, so the reflex I'll be explaining is the patellar reflex. So once the patellar tendon is hit, the muscle spindles contract, and then nerve signals are sent down the afferent nerve down to the dorsal root of the spinal cord, and electrical signals are then sent back to the patellar ligament the quadriceps, and then
It was very nice to have Jane and June on set with us. But to conclude our segment for the evening, we have a special activity planned for you to explain myelinated and unmyelinated nerve fibers of an action potential.
What?
go.
It was great to have Jane and June on the show with us this evening. But to conclude our segment for tonight, we're going to show you a short clip on the difference between myelinated and unmyelinated nerve fibers. So please tune in for this special video. This is an example of a signal being passed down an unmyelinated axon. And this is an example of a signal being passed down a myelinated axon. Thank you. That was very interesting, wasn't it? Well, anyways, that concludes our segment for tonight on the nervous system. I hope you all had a great evening, and I will see you next week for our next episode. This is Ariana Satuda, and this is The Tonight Show. Good night, everybody.